Step 3 events, your satisfaction, our priority. This is a disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host and the channel.
My name is Sipho Mason Nyati. Welcome to Enkundleni exclusive Lamhlanje Inkundla Iyavuta. This is a show by Dep3 Events who do a sound system, PA system for any type of event that you have, whether a road show, whether a wedding or it's a party. Any event that you have, please make sure that you contact Dep3 Events, even our concerts. And we also do local artist management. We also do local artist marketing. Please, if you want those services, make sure that you contact Dep3 Events. And also we have partnered with Enkundleni Photo Cinematography Services. Hey baba lady bizo di cool. Enkundleni Photo Cinematography Services who do videography, who do photography, and also who do company video profiling. So please make sure if you want those services, you get in touch with them. And also don't forget to subscribe Dep3 Events and hit the notification button. And Lamhlanje in the building, I got the main man himself, Mr. Sakumuzi, Allen, Deja Vu, Apparel, Moyo. You good?
I'm doing alright.
Mr. Deja Vu himself.
Yes.
Kwenzakalani mntana?
Angiyazibhayizela mina ngibona wena.
Niyalibhayiza.
Siyalahlisa town.
You have everything happening in town.
We're trying.
Siyazama. You're the young CEO wesikhashumshenga cabinet.
Ukanethu uyaphila. But these days leader, so he's quite busy with a few other projects. So okay. Yeah. He's doing that for now while I deal with other things as well.
And they are pushing the wave.
Asiyazama. Kunzima, but we try. We try our best. Okay. Yes.
Firstly, sikhili kithi pa siyendabeni yankhona. Where Deja Vu Apparel.
Yes.
Where does the inspiration come from?
Deja vu by meaning it means a feeling of familiarity. If something happens to you, feeling an before, right?
Okay.
So for me, it also represents a manifestation. And then when I bring them to life, to me it feels like deja vu because so yeah, that's the whole essence of the brand, manifesting my dreams into life. So yeah, that's the whole idea behind the name itself and what the brand is supposed to represent.
So when does it get to happen with it?
For me, it doesn't take a lot of time because I feel like I'm in the right spaces to make my dreams come true. I'm lucky enough to have people who are willing to help me achieve Intolezi. So for me, I can't really say it's something in Tatediscard to bring these dreams into fruition or into life. So that's the case with me.
Oh, that's the case with me.
Yes.
And by then it's 2017 the year, right?
Yeah, we started in 2017.
You're at NAST, you're doing property management and everything. So
yes.
How did you venture into the fashion world and at the same time you're into property, you're into management, you're into real estate course?
Fashion has always been my passion. That's the number one passion. But then there is no fashion school prominent in Bulawayo or let's say Zimbabwe as a whole. So after high school, of course, I would expect you to go to varsity. It doesn't sit well with a lot of parents. So ideally, you'd want to have something that you can fall back on. So for me, real estate was that thing for me. Because I knew with real estate, it's one of the biggest industries in any thriving economy. So it was a safe bet for me to do real estate as a backup and then pursue my passion at the same time. So that's how both things came about.
Please don't forget to subscribe and press on the notification button to make sure you get every exclusive interview. Yes, so Mr. Allen, did you once at a point in time in your life have a conversation with your parents with this is what I want to venture into besides the property and management?
Yeah, I think every child does. If you're doing something that's out of a norm, at some point you need to have that conversation with your parents. And then fortunately or unfortunately, I told my dad first. And abadala bazwisisi, especially obaba, they always feel like take the safe route, go to school, go and work when it is in Jalo. So when I told him that I want to do a fashion, the first thing he told me is it's impossible because you're competing with all Edgars. And then we are outlining every possible reason why you cannot do Indo and Aliana and why you should stick to the safer side of things. So yeah, umasalo gala pressure. Umasalo most times will have pressure. ngazobatshela ukuthi ufuna ukuyenzani, it's okay.
They always
Masalo was supportive most
they always
times.
want to support you.
Yes.
And what does deja vu apparel mangisigqokile iskipa se deja vu, what does it represent?
I think I used to think it's supposed to represent something specific for everyone, but with time I came to realize it means different things for different people. People relate to it differently. I had a conversation with Indigo Saint, and he was saying to him deja vu represents hustle and hard work, persistence, and all that. And then for me, the brand owner, it represents minimalism. If you check our designs, it's just a simple text, but there's a lot that goes into it beyond it just being a simple text. So for different people, it means different things. For other people, it's a celebration of culture with our collections among Zayo and all that, like Joshua Nkomo and the likes.
Joshua Nkomo collection.
Yes. So for different people, it means different things. That's the beauty of it. Yes.
So how do you develop the concept of the JMN collection?
I'm big on culture and celebrating people who were great before Tina. So I always strive to celebrate our people before abanye abantu nje outside of the spectrum sebulawayo. So Joshua Nkomo for me was one of the biggest heroes we've ever had, Bulawayo or Zimbabwe as a whole. So it felt befitting that if I'm doing something ngomthwakazi or in Bulawayo, you use the best of what we've ever had as a collection on Aliana, which was for me Umqabo. So yeah, that's the general idea behind using him.
Okay, so at first you have an idea about Deja Vu apparel. Yes, maybe you're sleeping in your room or wherever that you were, or you were walking ungena skolo. Where did you go to like actually get to begin this whole thing? Who was your go-to person?
For the fashion side of things. All right. I'm not sure if you know them. There's some guys who talk Sozinho. Right.
I heard about it's a guy.
Yes, it's two.
I heard about the guy from he does designs for Novio Sigel.
Yes. So they do high-end fashion, right? And I've known them for quite some time. They've been in the industry for a while. So in the fashion space, he was the closest thing to, I can say, a mentor that I had. He's the one who showed me, okay, if you want to do fashion, so. And then, of course, we're inspired by brands like Ostars 29. Those guys came before Tina, so those are some other inspirations. But a close mentor at that time, Qalisa, were all obviously people I was in close proximity with, which was also Zinho, and yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, and by then, Qalisa, in looking at now, is it still the same?
Yeah, it's way too different.
Okay.
I think we've grown over the years from the times Qalisa up to now. Because as Qalisa, we could sell one t-shirt in a month and pressure sharp.
Oh, that was the response?
Yeah, it was slow. And Konokanti, we were not advertising extensively. It was just Konokanti saying that I was too preoccupied with Iskolo to actually focus on distributing t-shirts and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, Qalisa, it was slow and it came off as a hobby to a lot of people. So yeah, but now it's a bit different.
Like most of your clients are from the city, or you get clients nationally and internationally?
Most of my clients are from Bulawayo, but then in the past 6 months, we've managed to extend our services to other places like Okwiru and Harare, South Africa here and there. And then with time, we're hoping to tap into the diasporan market.
Oh, what have you done differently that is actually expanding your market?
Advertising. We're quite big on advertising. We make sure when you go online, the first thing that you see if you log in. So yeah, that's the biggest part. I'm feeling I need to change a lot of things because that's what got the attention also from that side. And networking has worked for us. I converse with a lot of people. If I meet you, we talk. I tell you what I do. If you're impressed, you're obviously going to tell the next person. So word of mouth is always the best. And a satisfied client, for me, I feel like is the best form of advertising. So that's what's helped us grow, I think, in the past few months and years.
And how is the competition?
Hey, no, not to sound rude, but I don't like to think of local guys as competition. We're too small to be considering each other as competition. Go Bulawayo. If I'm walking in town and ngishayisane labantu abayi-10 along uJoshua Mqabuko Street and they're all wearing Nike. Kuyangiphambanisa if I'm to consider other local brands as competition, because majority abantu abasiqoke, so why should I be competing with
the next
person if majority besigqokela Nike labo Adidas? Those are the guys who are supposed to be competing with. So yeah, competition is but it's not local. That's the honest. No, it's not local. Competition is not local.
Do you have some guys who are local who actually look at it and be like, okay, that guy is really doing good?
Me.
That's a nice one.
Now I'm playing. Stars 29, they've been in the game for quite a while. So I respect what they do. Indebele Crush is growing heavy. And then City of Kings, for me, outside of my brand, I feel like it's got the best quality out right now in terms of format designs and all that. I really like their stuff. And then there's of course other small brands that are coming up, but yeah, baningi sibile bantu are putting in crazy work.
Okay, so looking at Deja Vu and what it presents, what can we expect in the future?
In the future, geez, that's a tough question to answer. Better designs, of course, better quality. Right now we're having challenges with the quality because Gobulawa, there is one supply cotton fabric and they're threatening to close down. So Intezinjalo is affected, but with time, if we're able to outsource Intezinjalo fabric from outside or whatever the case may be, we'll promise to improve on the Intezinjalo quality and all that. So yeah. And yeah, of course, better designs and affordable clothing to everyone. As for will be too exclusive. Clothing should be available for Onkomuntu to access. So yeah.
You have to love the exclusive. I mean, right now you're at the exclusive. Yes.
Yes.
So now looking at Deja Vu and when does it really get to you like, oh, now I think it's out there?
For me, I'll mention a few notable moments from the past 1 or 2 years. Kid X for starters. When Kid X wore our things, yeah. That
Kid
was
X, cash time.
Cash time. Yes. So Kid X once wore our items. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Lo misread recently.
Oh, she put on.
Yes. He actually ordered some items, some Sendela, so that was quite big also for the brand. And then yeah, I think on the branding side of things, that's the big moments. And then there's other things, of course, on the personal side is weird because of the brand. Oh, so yeah.
And the other things that come.
Yes, of course.
And they're so familiar.
Of course.
Yes. And now you are expanding as Deja Vu Apparel.
Yes.
Because now there's Deja Vu Hangout. What's the concept?
The Deja Vu Hangout is meant to be a platform where everyone who understands the vision, a brand, and what we represent can get together and we share ideas, we network, and we just grow. Not just the brand itself, but everyone we are affiliated with. That's why we are big on promoting our local artists at the event, and then our DJs also. And we try and invite a lot of other local brands to come and showcase in those because as funi we be limited to just a growth yami kuphela or our brand only. It should be, spread out throughout the whole ecosystem that we're trying to build.
Oh, nice. So what kind of artists do really get to align with the Deja Vu brand?
Mostly it's been artists that I'm close to and Emba Tanda. That's the honest truth. With events like the Hangout itself, you don't want to be quite big on promoting Onkomuntu even if you don't like their music, because at the end of the day, if it flops, get into the Deja Vu because of gunje. So if I like your music, I'll put you on, and if I don't, I'll protect my brand at the end of the day, because but if the quality is not up to par, because the takeaway is the entertainment side of Deja Vu be poor because of what. So yeah, we try and make sure what everyone are affiliated with in terms of our artists, it's people are producing music that's up to par and please the crowd at the end of the day.
Yes, looking at the Bulawayo community and the business environment, how have you managed to maneuver around it?
For starters, I try to take away a mindset that most people have. I felt like if I carry that energy with me, it will distract me from umsebenzi, and the energy that I put out, people read it. So people, shy away from you. People are attracted to umuntu who believes ukuthi things are
Positivity,
possible. Yeah.
positive vibe.
So I try and put that with me even in the Bulawayo business space. Kunzima, but I think we've managed to make it work. And for the most part, networking. We network a lot. So that's helped us maneuver around the whole business space. Yabo Bulawayo. Yes.
What has been the strength of Deja Vu?
Let me try and think. Numbers.
Oh, no.
I try and get as much people talking as I can. So if I talk to you right now about Deja Vu, I try and make sure ukuthi lawo lapho uyakhona that angihlangane ushomlana we-Deja Vu. So as long as the numbers grow, the brand grows. That's always my thing.
That is the strength.
That's our selling point. Yes.
So that's a unique selling point.
Yes,
and
yes.
For looking at yourself and the Deja Vu apparel and the Bulawayo people, you're very much relating to them.
Yes, they're relatable people. Bulawayo people are kind. So it's easy to sell. They're welcoming for the most part. It's a tough market because abantu bakobulawayo sometimes bathenga into because they like it, not because it's local. So it has to be good, which is a good thing actually, because it makes it easy for us to export into zethu without compromising on into ezinjenge quality. If you can make it lapha, you can make it anywhere, I believe.
Definitely.
Yes.
And are youths at your edge maximizing on their ideas and the business potential of them?
Yeah, they are, but people are not investing in them. That's the unfortunate part. Like ICT Sonke were lucky enough to have people who are investing in whatever it is that we're doing. So yeah, people are investing. Personally, they do invest in themselves. But getting the right people to hop onto whatever it is that you're doing, I think that's the biggest struggle in terms of youth entrepreneurship kobulawayo. It's unlike Harare. I remember this guy Zabe Harare, this other brand. This guy was doing clothing last year, and then he got a sponsor from Twitter. Someone who said, "No, do a jacket for me, and I'll pay you 1,000 for it."
That's
you see,
lot.
that's the thing. So
I'll do 3 jackets for you.
So kobulawayo, we don't have abantu abanjalo who are that willing to invest in us. So that's the unfortunate part of it. But I believe we are changing with time. People are warming up to the whole idea of Bulawayo entrepreneurship. So it will change over time, slowly but surely.
Do you have an ambassador for, or is you are the ambassador for?
Hey, the best ambassador for me is my client's army.
Okay.
I've tried doing the whole thing. You would try, you
Endorsements.
get influencers and what, but it doesn't work out. Ecosystem yethu ayikho strong enough to say there's one person okuthiwa engagqoka i-Deja Vu abantu abayi-50 bazabe bezothenga because babona umuntu lwana eyigqokile. It's unlike Harare. When someone misread when she wore our items, we got a lot of inquiries from just that. But kobulawayo was still failing to convert ama numbers ethu our Twitter wonke lawana into actually paying clients. In this I failure right now because I can have 20,000 followers ngigqoke Deja Vu kungabi lo muntu obuya ezothenga. But yeah, that's where the disconnect is. If we can manage to change our numbers lawana into buying customers, then we can start talking of influence and all that. But for now, it's a popularity contest, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, siyacela bathandekayo, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to press the notification button. Please do that so that you get every episode and you get to enjoy a moment hearing more about the Deja Vu apparel and other people who are influencers. And recently, sir, you got the nomination for the Africa Influencer Awards.
Oh, yes. That was an honor.
What does it mean? What does it mean to you?
It means we're growing. And it means people are slowly starting to notice the imsebens that we're putting out. So yeah, it's a step in the right direction, I feel. Yes.
So like looking at yourself as an influencer also. Yes, looking at yourself as an influencer also, and Twitter.
Yes.
What's your relationship with the Twitter and the controversies that you get to bring out of the platform?
Twitter, people love drama, the traffic. So singafoni sometimes mele sibanike khona just to draw numbers, and then when they're lowered in umuntu uzaqalisa ukuzibuza ukuthi ayishomle kanti yakhuluma kakhulu kangaka yena vele yenzani life in, and then you will refer to my pinned tweet uthola ukuthi okay, he does this. So some of the things that we say or whatever, jokes on Twitter, it's driving traffic towards the business side of things. That's how you get the numbers. Because umuntu engabona umana nje khona phana uzikhulumelo kwakho ukukhulumayo, they'll be curious enough to know ukuthi all right, isiyayize umana kulamanye inama-jokes. You'll go to my Twitter page. First thing was I want is Deja Vu. Then be like, okay.
This is what
outside of the jokes he does this. So my back and forth on Alawana, they're okay. They help drive traffic for us and my numbers at the end of the day.
And at some point in time, you were talking about a show which happened at Nast.
Oh yes.
It turned out to be a flop. I think so.
Yeah, in my books. Yes. In my books. Is it the one where Gogulama artists sing our Z?
Yes, they were artists, not from Bulawayo.
Nah, makes sense.
And you seemed to like not be comfortable with that.
Yeah. At that time, I was very uncomfortable with that because I strongly feel like platforms that are meant for us should benefit us, right? And then it generated ama views achine from abantu, and then I got to sit down with one of my mentors, Wanjelo, ukuthi no, there is a different side to into ezinjalo. It's okay to advocate for ourselves. Sithi khona no blayo artists mele sibafanye, and it's all right. It's a good thing. But mele sikhangelisise also on the promoter side. Ukuthi there is people pumping money to make ama events lawa happen.
To happen, yes.
Right. So if you're pumping in money, there has to be a return on your end. So they do a risk assessment and you ask yourself, okay, if I'm to bring in this artist or this artist, so and so on, because later any 5,000 or 10,000, then you fagile, that's going to feed my family. So that's the other side that we tend to neglect. Like it's okay to advocate for our artists, but umuntu enalona advocate la emele uzibuza ukuthi nxa somfakela imali,
do you have the numbers?
Imali yakhe yaphenduka, because it's a business at the end of the day. You see, so that's why I'm saying if you're an artist, the best way is to invest in yourself. If you feel like you can bring the numbers, start by investing in yourself, and then people, eventually hop on. Or ASF right now, they are growing. So
they've got made numbers now.
Yes, they invested in themselves before anything else. Or Indigo Saint and Olumina, it's a whole list of artists who are growing right now because they chose to invest in themselves before waiting for someone to, ngakunanzelela later though window kwakhona ukuthi okay, there's two sides to it.
These two sides.
Yes.
And who's Miss Allen?
Miss Allen, hopefully she'll watch this. It's a lady called Muriel.
What's her name?
Muriel.
She's black?
Yes, she's black. She's black. It's a lady I met recently, beautiful lady. So yeah, you Mrs. Deja Vu corner right now. Yes,
definitely. I want to see the other one. You should bring her. You should have brought her over.
Yeah, we have a piece.
We have a piece. Okay, how did you pick up with her?
We met online.
Good Twitter, I knew something was happening with this boy.
Surprisingly, she knew me from Twitter, and then we spoke on Instagram.
She liked the aggressiveness that you have. Okay.
So yeah, we met and we started talking on my birthday. One thing led to another. We met, and then it was just an instant vibe. So yeah, that's how it got to happen.
Is she the one, or we are just in a phase?
No, I'd like to believe she's the one. You can't really predict. But if it were up to me, I think she'd be a perfect end game to whatever it is that I'm trying to build. Yeah, she's supportive and amuhle so.
Mbonge right now like.
Abadala bengabona bahle befuna inkomo.
Yes. So that in your life, how has it been with having Deja Vu and then the ladies, ladies in fashion?
Yes, I think affect love life kakhulu being an entrepreneur at my age, I feel. Because whether we want it or not, ladies have expectations. And then business, my expectations and the alignment of the two, yapambanisa relationship sometimes. It's
hard.
So ufuna uthole someone who's understanding ukuthi you're in that building phase. And to understand that sometimes you may hit ama lows and ama highs. And you need someone who's, strong enough to be with you through ama ups and downs on alawa. So yeah, it's tough, but I think for the most part, the lady that I'm with right now has been understanding. Sometimes you get sometimes you get, but at the end of it all, it's love that conquers, I think.
That's nice. And what message do you have to Your clients?
I'd like to thank them first before anything else. I'm go podcast because of them. Yes, so I'm truly appreciative of the client base that I've managed to build over the time, and I'm hoping it grows and we are able to give back to them as well through whatever way we can. Yeah, so that's my message to my clients.
Yes, and to the young entrepreneurs?
Go for it. Just go for it. Give it a try. Don't meditate too much on ideas. Focus more on implementation. If it fails, you know what, there's something that needs to be fixed. So focus on fixing that and just be progressive in whatever it is that you're doing. Yes.
And where is Deja Vu located?
At Deja Vu right now, we don't have a physical shop, so we do CBD deliveries. We come to you and we deliver to you. That's how we work right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice. Online, they can just follow?
Yes, online. We're there on Instagram, we're there on Twitter, and WhatsApp on my personal platform. So any one of the platforms is active if someone wants to place an order or make an inquiry. Yes.
Yes. Holidays are approaching, and please, Batandegayo, if you want sound system, if you want lighting, if you want media services, please make sure that you contact Deb 3 Events. And also, Lamhlanje Enkundleni exclusive these episodes, we have partnered with Enkundleni Photo Cinematography Services, who do photography, who do wedding videography, and also company video profiling. Please, if you want any of those services, please make sure that you get in touch with them. My name is Sipho Mason. Please don't forget Deb 3 Events. Make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you hit the notification button. Danke nyabonga. Mr. Deja Vu Apparel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's an exclusive Batandegayo. Danke nyabonga.